So good. So I couldn't get any graham cracker crumbs at the store, so I went ahead and just used a food processor, and that's 3/4 of a cup of crushed graham crackers, and this is 3 tablespoons of melted butter. So we're making a graham cracker crust here. Simple and quick and easy to do. And that is already ready to go. So I'm gonna set this aside. And look at this. I'm telling you, this is a darling way to present this dessert. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon. It can be a heaping tablespoon, I think. Put in each one of these like this. And this recipe actually will make 12 of these little mason jars, but I'm doing 6 for you right now, and I'm gonna do the other 6 later, just because I think you might get a little bored if I do all of them. So I'm just gonna press this graham cracker down to create that little crust. And that is it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this little shelf again, because I just love using this to demonstrate. Okay, got a bigger mixing bowl now. I'm gonna take 1 block of cream cheese. I've softened this for a little bit on a plate, so it's ready to go. Come on, there we go. And I'm gonna pre-blend this before I add anything else, just to get some of those chunks out and make this nice and fluffy. All right, that was so quick because it was softened. That is the trick. I made one without softening once and it took a lot longer. So 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. This is 14 ounces. And anyone who's worked with this knows how thick it is. So I gotta use a spatula to get all of that out. It's going right in here with the cream cheese. Ugh. Got some of my favorite ingredients already, and more of my favorite ingredients are on their way. A little bit more here. So sticky, goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. Moving on to a key ingredient here. We have some sweetened lime juice. We're gonna add 1/3 of a cup right here. There we go. Yep. And just for my own little touch, I love lime so much, I'm gonna add some squeezes of fresh lime in here too, to give it extra zing and to cut through a little bit of that sweetness that's in this bowl right now. There we go. All right, I'm gonna give this a blend. All right, I'm feeling a little green. This is an optional step, but I've decided I'm gonna add a few drops of this food coloring. This is a really high quality food coloring, by the way. I don't particularly love putting food coloring in food because of the chemicals, but this is a really high quality one. Oh boy, look at that! Wow. Oh, that is so fun. It looks really green right now, but we're gonna add a few more ingredients, which will kind of tone it down just a bit. Okay, so next, I have our Cool Whip, extra creamy. We're gonna use the rest of this later, but right now I have 1 cup that I'm gonna fold in to our lime dessert here. Scrape that out really good. And then I'm gonna add some lime zest. It calls for about a teaspoon, but I'm just going for it. I love zest, and so does my family. So if we end up with more than a teaspoon in here, nobody's gonna be complaining. You know, this is a dessert, so of course there's gonna be some sugary elements that we've added, but to have these fresh additions is so nice. All right, look at that. Yes, my hands are clean in case you're wondering. Okay, now we're just gonna fold this in. Look at that. Oh, I wish you could smell this. The smell of lime just makes me happy. Okay, I think this is looking great. So our next step is gonna be to add this to our mason jars. So I'm gonna just set this right aside here. Bring over our bowl. And, oh, I'm just gonna grab a spoon. Here we are. And I'm gonna start spooning this right in to our mason jar. Ooh, you know what? This might not be the best utensil for this. I think I'm gonna grab my ice cream scooper. All right, ice cream scooper. This is gonna make it much easier, folks. Look at that, so much easier, right? Let's scoop that right in there. So what we're gonna do next is this is gonna go in the freezer because this is almost gonna be like ice cream. We're gonna put it in the freezer for 2 to 3 hours, and then we're gonna add some more things to the top. All right, look how darling these are. They've been in the freezer for 3 hours. They're nice and chilled. Now I'm gonna take our Cool Whip and I'm just going to add this topping to each one. Truth be told, I'll probably go back and add more as I do. Perfectionist I am. Okay, beautiful. Now I have this lime I was zesting earlier and there's some rind left, so I'm just gonna do some more zesting. This is gonna get a little bit messy here, but this is just all about the presentation, making it look extra fresh and delicious. I think that is just right. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now I have some fresh lime wedges just to add another touch.
Well, now, isn't that cute?
Isn't it? Aren't the kids just gonna love this? Oh, I'm gonna love it in about 30 seconds. And there you have it. Quick and easy, delicious and sweet dessert here. Like I said, this recipe makes 12 of these, which is great, or you can cut it in half if you want. So, is this the one I should take, hon?
Mm-hmm.
This is the one I'm gonna try. Look at that. Oh, I'm so proud. All right, I have my little spoon here. I'm gonna dig right in. Oh, nice. I love that there is a texture of the frozen and then the just chilled whipped cream on top. It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna get that crust. Don't mind me.